everyone, this is Dr. T. Varalakshmi discussing you about the DuPont chart analysis as a part of business economics and financial analysis. In the previous videos of the particular business economics and financial analysis, we have discussed many elements like ratio analysis and various kinds of the ratios importance for the business activities. Now, a DuPont is framed an analysis, or it's like a flow chart of the organization that is developed by DuPont Corporation, that is interrelationship between one analysis to another analysis is called as the DuPont chart. For this one, let's have the discussion on some of the realistic elements. For example, a crime has done. We are all watching the movies related to the crimes and everything. Each and every incident to another incident, the heroes or the detective is going to be interrelating, that is what is the connection between the first instance and the next instance. So with this combination of the clues, finally they are coming to the conclusion of how that crime has done, and the mystery involved in that one is going to be evaluated. Same as here is also an organization is using so many methods in this maintaining of that accounts. That accounts are all going to be analyzing. Okay, analyzed with the use of this ratio analysis. Various types of the ratios are also we have seen. That is liquidity ratio, activity ratio, solvency ratio, profitability ratios, like this various kinds of the ratios we have seen. In this one ratio impacts to the another ratio, and its relationship with the another ratios are going to be evaluating. Let us say current ratio of the organization is in a good position, means obviously the fixed assets ratio remaining balance should be filled with the fixed assets ratio. So how they are coping up. If the organization has done any manipulations in projecting of that ratios, that can easily identify with the help of this DuPont chart analysis. So that's way a framework is analyzed for the fundamental performance of the any corporations, and especially it is initiated by the DuPont corporations. That's why it is called as DuPont chart. Generally, a flow chart we have seen, or one activity relation to another activity, next thing. So that interrelation between one activity to another activity, strengths to the weaknesses, identification of the opportunities, and what are the threats of the businesses, everything can be identified with this one. Simply, the DuPont chart is a summary of all the ratios that has done or the verified by the organization, and interrelationship between the one ratio to the another ratio that gives the overall strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats position of the organization. That is, to do the best SWOT analysis, a business has to take care of this DuPont chart. If we see this, some of the key issues of this DuPont analysis, it's a framework of analyzing the fundamental performances of the overall organizational performances. And it's a technique used to decompose the different drivers of the return on equity. So to get this equity, return on their equity, what are the factors to get this equity benefit, that is end of the period, the equity holder will get the benefit. To get that equity holders, who has contributed right from starting onwards to the ending, who has contributed is going to be giving in a described manner. So it is like comparing all the equivalent efficiency factors in the business organizations and strengths and weaknesses of the organizations addressing is called as the DuPont chart. So for this DuPont chart analysis, a formula which is using is net profit margin into assets turnover into earned equity manipulator. So that equity multiplier is going to be taken into the consideration. Whereas net profit margin ratio, we have already come to know how to calculate that one. That is net profit divided by total sales, or net income divided by the revenue. And assets turnover ratio is going to be calculating with the help of sales divided by average total assets. into earnings margin is going to be equity multiplication, or the earnings margin is going to be calculating with the help of average total assets divided by average shareholders equity. So why we have taken all these elements into the consideration means, out of their profits, what is the contribution of the assets and what is the contribution of the equity holder for the total beneficiary of the organization, because these are only the key elements of the organization that are going to be taking into the consideration under the DuPont analysis calculation. So if we see this DuPont analysis chart, it's a formulas and the usages. DuPont analysis is an approach of the uh, finally indicating the return on equity positions of the organization with a shortcoming or loopholes removables in the analysis. And it's a formula will be calculated with the help of three types of elements. That is, ROE can be calculated with the help of net income divided by shareholders equity, or net income divided by shareholders equity into income divided by sales. That is in the previous formula that I've showed you. Only with this first thing they can stop, or they can add this assets earnings, and they can add this equity multiplier. So if they takes three into the consideration, it gives the full-fledged analysis of the business organizations. Its usage is to modify the a return on equity positions can informs the decision makers to understand the final company's financial position, and it gives the analysis of how well they are utilizing their assets, efficiencies, or the resources of the organization, and also it gives the financial leverage position, ability of the organization, and stability of the organization in terms of the financial strength can easily identify with the help of DuPont chart. So here an example has provided with this DuPont analysis. Let us say operating profit margin ratio is calculated with the for X company and the Y company. Operating margin ratio for X company is high, whereas the assets turnover ratio is equivalent to the both the companies X and Y. If we see this financial leverage of or the equity multiplier of the organization, Y company is more than the X company. Y company is more than the X company. If we see this multiplication factor of, if we consider operational efficiency, assets turnover efficiency, and financial leverage of the organization, both if we take three into the consideration, now there's an equivalent of a return on equity by the X and Y company. In the ratio analysis, separately we have discussed operating profit ratio, assets turnover ratio, profitability ratio. Separately we have done. Now, by combining these three elements, in one company, operational wise may be good, but may not be good at financial leverages. The other company may be good at financial leverages, may not be good at operational leverages. For example, X company, Coca-Cola company is good at selling more goods and than the purchasing of the assets. But PepsiCo Limited may be lesser than the sales of the Coca-Cola, but they are purchasing more assets, lands, plants, buildings, so that they are getting more benefit out of that one. So finally, the benefit of these Coca-Cola company and PepsiCo Limited both are equivalent, same levels. So that is going to be analyzing with the help of this DuPont chart. We can't say that all the human beings are all equal based on their abilities, based on their intellectuals, based on the situation, time period, or also the people's capacities will be varies. That's way, if the entire elements will be takes into the consideration, it is better to analyze the best operational efficiency of the organization. That is the main motto behind this DuPont chart. So that's why DuPont chart is an expression of break returns of this return on equity down into three parts, that is the profit margin, total assets, and financial leverages of the organization. These three elements will be taken into the consideration, and that too each and everything again interrelated with another element. Here is a DuPont chart flow chart that I have showed. I am showing you here. income statement, if we see interest coverage ratio, so that for this borrowing cost, whatever the debt they have taken, for that one, how much of interest they are paying for that out of the total sales, and what is the sales growth for the every year can be calculated here, can be done with this. Sales return on sales will be calculated with the help of net margin ratio, that is net income for the every year. And that too, from this balance sheet of this organization, what is the assets position, that is the current assets position and the fixed assets position, assets growth of the business, and the equity position out of this assets position, what is the equity assets and the debt equity ratios, and the current liabilities position and the current assets position, and fixed assets position and fixed liabilities position out of that total sales, everything they can calculate. Because of the less interest payability, there will be and more sales of the organization. If the sales growth are there and less interest they are paying, then obviously their net income will be increases. Then if the assets are also, their assets turnover efficiency, they have improved their efficiency, so that then equity on the return on equity will be also increases. And that too, their operational efficiencies, their current assets are all more, current liabilities is less, debt capital they are going to be repaying in time, then obviously their debt operational efficiency will be increases. The multiplication of these three growth elements will be called as the DuPont chart. That means every part of the business organization is interrelated with one another. If all that parts are combinedly takes into the consideration, then that will be called as DuPont chart. So this is going to be a beneficiary for every business person and for the business analysis to give the overall beneficiary activities of the organization, and to there is no scope for the manipulation. If anything has done or the errors identification is possible with this return on equity, and no scope for the manipulations, and easily identifies the operational efficiency of the organization. So that is the importance of this DuPont chart analysis. So that's way. Finally, if we sum this entire subject of this BEFA, that is business economics and financial account analysis, or in some of these institutions it will be called as MEFA also, that is managerial economics and financial analysis. Entirely about it gives the knowledge about what is the demand and demand forecasting, elasticity of the demand, and that gives the knowledge of which product has to produce by the producer. That is identified. Then afterwards they can see the what is the how to produce that product under productional function, cost analysis, and break even point. So up to price fixations. So once if they have produced that one, where has to sell that one, that is the market structures. That is the identification of market structures: monopoly, duopoly, oligopoly, equilibrium point, perfect competition, imperfect competition markets, etc. are going to be evaluating. Once if they have chosen the best market, then they have to get they have to start an organization for the mediation of the goods from the producers to the sellers, or they may be the producers to sell that one. Some organizational establishment is required. So how can they start that organization? With a limited liability they can start, or with the unlimited liability they can start. So the various kinds of these organizations under this limited liability and unlimited liability. Then once if they have started that, if they want to start that organization, where has to get that capital? Is in the form of debt or in the equity. Both the forms they have got. And how to spend that one? For the fixed elements, fixed capital, or for the day-to-day activities, working capital. All these forms involved in that one. Okay, they are daily spending for the business organization, but there is a proper recording is required for the organization. That is called as the accounting. So here some rules, regulations are all there as a part of accounting concepts and conventions, and some steps are all there. That is the accounting cycle, journal, ledger, trial balance, trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. Once if they have prepared these final accounts, then they have to prepare a statement based on the ratio analysis. If that statement has to effectively, they have to write some ratios, or the mathematical functionings are all required. That is a ratio analysis. This ratio analysis is summarizing with the help of this DuPont chart analysis. That's the overall view of this relationship between the right from first videos to this end video of this DuPont chart. Thank you for all of you for watching all the videos. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.